Hi, I'm Sarah from The Upcoming. Such a pleasure to speak to you both. I wanted to kind of ask about, the fact that does seem endless appetite for kind of the espionage thriller as kind of like a genre. But what I love about this show is that it does kind of pay homage to that rich history, whether it's James Bond, Jason Bourne, and I think there's even a nod to it. There's a line said to Richard Mannon's character, oh, you think you're Jason Bourne now. So I just wondered, first of all, Joe, from your perspective as a filmmaker, in what ways you sort of lean in to that tradition and other espionage thrillers that have gone before, but you wanted to make something new. And then also for Priyanka, were you always a fan of this genre, and did you take influence from any other characters or films that you've watched in the past?
I think audiences love genre because it's a comfort food in a way. There's a lot of rules that they understand. They know what they're getting. Action is fun to watch. There's great sex appeal in being a spy. This notion of being a mysterious character can move in and out of the shadows, always in danger. So I think the stakes are high in the spy genre. I think that's why it's ubiquitous. I think that's why people love it. What my brother and I love to do is take the influences we had growing up, the things that we loved, and present you as if you're heading in that direction or that world, and then try to do something subversive with it. The high concept of the show is you're presented these super spies who then, within a very short period of time, have their memories erased and now have to figure out who they are and make their way in a new world. That seemed compelling to us. It seemed fun. And we really love the scale, scope, and ambition of this particular show, Citadel. And the world building that we get to do on it is as significant as anything that we've worked on.
I, of course, have always been a fan of the genre. I love crime, thriller, spy shows, intelligence, secrecy, deceit, all that amazing stuff that you want in good television as a viewer. Now, as an actor, to be able to play what you love watching is like a double whammy. That's amazing to be able to do that. And spies are just generally so cool. Like all the spies that you've mentioned, that we're all fans of, whether that's Bourne or, Ethan Hunt or Bond or whatever, they always have the best wardrobe. For some reason, they have to wear like Tom Ford or Valentino. Like it has to be hot, like designer wardrobe, which is great. You get to work with amazing stunt people that make you look really, really cool. And at the same time, what is unique about our show is that we have drama at the heart. So we keep talking about, and you've seen the 3 episodes, we talk about all the scale, the action, the stunts and everything, but all of it is a byproduct of what is happening in our characters' lives, where they're going, what are they feeling compelled to do? Why are all of them doing the things that they're doing or taking the decisions that they're taking? Everything else is a byproduct of what happens with our characters. And I think that's just very clever for TV. And very clever for episodic television because, you're invested in the characters from the very beginning. So it was really fun to be able to, find that. And also the duality of our characters. We're playing 2 people at the same time, to figure out who the culmination of those 2 people are, who they are separately. There was a lot to dig into in the show. And as an actor, you're always looking for that.
That's a very accurate point you bring up, which is another reason people love genre is, at its best, action is an expression of character.
Yes.
Right? An expression of theme. It's an expression of, the story, what's happening, as you said, in the lives of the characters is being writ large in these giant sequences. And that's when you take the audience on the best journey.
Yeah, because they're invested in you.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope in our lifetime that happens. But this is my version of Bond. I think this is the closest I've probably come to playing Bond. It is a very, very cool character. I think I'm very blessed to have given the opportunity to helm the show because it's just a very unique show. And to be a part of entertainment that pushes the envelope for the industry is very exciting to me. There's nothing like this show that's ever happened before. When we talk about diversity, diversity doesn't necessarily mean a kind of, a person's skin tone, I feel like true diversity really comes from including the world. And that means different languages, that means different cultures. And this show, for the first time, is ever attempting to create an original IP, long-form entertainment show, which is truly entrenched and rooted around the world. So it's very exciting to be at the helm of doing something at this scale, which is truly global and diverse, and to play a character who is badass, kicks ass, is funny sometimes, but also has a lot of depth. That concoction doesn't very necessarily happen to female characters or female actors very often, so I feel very lucky and blessed. They're very different. I mean, this is predominantly intelligence, which is very different than being a cop, But yes, it is defense in a way, and I think the characters are really different, as in my character, Nadia, is very internal. She carries the weight of the world. She's not someone who shares too much of herself. And my character in Quantico said everything, did everything. We're just very different people. Also, the world of the show is very different. That was an amazing network TV show, 22 episodes a season, where 6 episodes, very, very intentional about where we're going in the journey of the series. So they're very different kinds of shows, too. I'm very blessed, I feel, to be able to get to play really amazing female characters and to be cast as amazing female characters. And I just hope that Citadel will be, a couple of notches above what I have done in my past.
I mean, I think there's a level of scale and ambition to this that is equal to something that you would see in a cinema. That was the approach with the show. That was the goal with the show. So in that regard, I think that this show distinguishes itself from its predecessors in series television. As I said, it's writ large. This is a massive show with a lot at stake and a lot of visual effects and a lot of world building. So we're excited for audiences to see it and respond to it.
That's the only thing I relate to. I could never be a spy. It's the most terrifying job. Can you imagine walking into, I can't even walk into the airport if I have, I don't know, a Swiss knife in my bag. I'm so scared. I would never be a spy. And my friends can tell, or people who are close to me can tell instantly if I'm lying. But I don't know, when I do it as a job, when the camera is on and when people are watching, I can lie convincingly. So I don't think I could. I think I'm doing the job I was meant to do.
Yeah, you're not good at poker.
No, I'm not. I'm good at pretending to be a spy, not actually being one.
Yeah, I think the biggest challenge, but it's also the most rewarding aspect of working on the show, is bringing together creative teams from around the world in different regional markets to tell a story together. And what I love about it is we're all so collaborative. Everyone is feeding each other with ideas and everyone is contributing to creating the universe. It's a very noble idea that Jen Sulke had at Amazon, which was let's try to build something that's inclusive. Let's try to build something where everyone can come in under the tent and work together on a story. And that's what drove us. That's what emotionally hooked us about the show, was this notion of working with filmmakers that we love and respect around the world on one giant mosaic of a narrative.
And for me, yeah, when you do stunt, stuff happens. But safety is first. We had an incredible team. But, you are being slammed to the ground. Even if it's padded, there is stuff that can go wrong. There's a lot that could have happened, but nothing really did, except for this one time where I have a scar on my eyebrow, which the camera and I collided with each other. And
I can't believe we did that to you. I can't believe
it wasn't him. No, it was just we were losing light. It was rushed at the end of the day. We had 4 shots left. And I fell onto the ground, and the camera was supposed to land on my face and just landed in my face. But it was a funny story. Everybody just stopped. I thought I lost an eyeball. I was bleeding anyway with fake blood, so I couldn't tell whether real or fake was. Anyway, ambulance arrived. They were like, we're going to shut the set down. And I was like, wait, you mean I'm going to have to come back and redo this whole sequence? No, we just put some glue on. We finished the day, and we were like, we're not coming back to do this again.
She's tough.
Yeah, I have a cool scar though. I mean, it gives me street cred, I think.
It's a good story.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.